bike. I'm ready for a joyride. I'm at a great park in Brooklyn, and I just need someone to ride with. I know who. Stacy London. Come on, Stace.
All right, I'm coming.
You got it? Let's go.
Let's go. I mean, I haven't ridden a bike in a while, I'm not going to lie. It's been a second.
I like a ride like this.
Oh my God, are we lucky for this day?
Look at us, Stacy. Do you feel like you're like 14 or 13?
And I feel like this is what joy is supposed to feel like.
Stacy, I'm so happy to be with Stacy London right now on our joyride. We took a break. It was a great bike ride, but I want to ask you some questions, okay?
Yes.
Number one, where are you on your ride right now in your life, and are you happy with where you are?
It's a great question, right? I do think that the older I get, the more I realize that there are different eras, right? I mean, the Eras Tour really says a lot, because I feel like that's what we're all doing, right? We're all at different eras of our lives. I just went through like a huge change. I left my apartment after 20 years. That was like my dream home that I bought, and I was like, it's my forever home. And I was like, I can't be here anymore. Didn't see it coming, didn't expect to feel that way. Finally kind of like tuned in enough to listen and say, you don't have to stay here.
What you don't know is when you choose to move, when you choose to like look in your closet and say, I don't like anything in here anymore, some huge other change is coming. So are we having some epiphanies?
I mean, I really do. I feel like I'm having epiphanies. And I think the two things that I am looking forward to towards I enter my late 50s is adaptability and acceptance.
Ooh. Okay, God, this is all brilliant. It's like you're shedding. I love what I'm seeing.
It was you're the snake.
It's happening.
It's happening.
What was something that may have been the most difficult thing you've ever endured in your life, and what was the lesson you learned from it?
Oh God, there are so many things, right? I think about that, and I think again about different eras of my life. At 30, I got fired for the first time, and I thought it was the end of the world. I thought it was that if I wasn't, successful, that there was something wrong with me. I wasn't talented enough. I wasn't this. I wasn't that. It's usual that an entire fashion department will get fired when a new editor-in-chief comes in. I didn't really understand that. I took it so personally, but in retrospect, I realized that everybody should be fired once. And I don't say that callously, like anybody can just leave their job, but there is something to the idea of rejection that is absolutely essential, because unless you're rejected, you don't A, look for another way, and B, you don't learn to pick yourself up. And I think that that's one of the most important gifts in life. It doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down, right? It's how many times you get up. And so I'm like, knock me down 7 times, but I'm gonna get up 8.
When were you your happiest?
So I have been thinking about happy. Just the idea of happy. And this idea that we think the normal state for humans is happiness. We're always like, well, why aren't I happy?
Why aren't you happy? Right.
Right, as if we deserve happiness. And this funny thing is, I think happiness, one, is not a goal. It's more the journey than the destination.
Right.
But I also think that it is when you stop fighting what is true. It is when you stop fighting what is real. It's sort of how I felt about aging. Like when I was 45 and I was perimenopausal, I really started not to know myself. I didn't recognize myself. I was like, I've looked the same for 18 years, and now all of a sudden, I'm like, my skin is, when do I get a lower third? What about my neck? All of these things, and I was like, I don't want to do this way. I want to age with grace. And I didn't even know what that meant, because to me, aging gracefully is like some awful term that we're just like beating, shoving down women's throats to be like, look your best, look young, even though you're old, right? And those are not things that I wanted to comply with. So I started to think about like what happiness is. And I actually believe that it's truly, it's a regulated nervous system. I feel like what it is when you are not reacting from a place of struggle or trauma.
Yes, you're not fighting.
You're not fighting.
When was that?
I mean, that's relatively recent for me. That's now.
That's now, okay.
Because it's been the last few years, but it really is about what is the course of my life going to be.
If your life was a movie right now, you're on the screen, what is everyone in the audience yelling? at the screen right now?
Shut up. Shut up. Like, oh my God, what's she doing there? I don't know. I mean, I hope they'd be going, go girl, you go.
Look where you are. That's what they're, isn't that what they're,
Right.
what they'd be yelling?
Yes, I was very lucky because I'm not an actor by any stretch. I'm not good. I have no poker face, let alone any acting skill. But I got to play myself in a movie, and it was kind of wonderful because I just got to be the MC of a fashion show, and I thought, yeah, you go, girl.
What is something that brings you joy right now that kind of surprises you? You're like, wow, that delights me.
You know what totally delights me in this move is that I do not have a television in my apartment right now. And what I do at night is I grab my pup and we sit on my bed and we look out the window, which is the entire Manhattan skyline, water and sky. And I never thought that I could live without a television. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not for any reality show of any kind, but only because like it's just ambient noise in the background for me. And now this awe-inspiring view has literally, my dog is 9 years old. We lived in a garden apartment. She's never had a window to look out.
She's like,
what is happening? This world is so big. And I never thought that staring out a window would be so incredibly delightful that I could do it for hours.
I love it.
Oh, yum. Thank you so much.
These are
Very beautiful.
These are beauties. Thank you. So now we're going to turn the tables on this joyride.
Okay.
And will you ask me a couple questions?
I can't wait to ask you questions. I have so many. So,
Ready.
I met you many years ago, right? I mean, it's almost been 20 years, I think, that I've known you since meeting you on the Today Show. And then I worked with you on Anderson Cooper. Right? I mean, you did, you know, you and Jenna had your own hour. In your career, when do you feel like you kind of put your hands on the steering wheel? When did you start to chart your own path to success, as opposed to what people envisioned for you?
I felt like for most of my career, I was kind of hanging on and learning as I went. So I never felt like I was driving. I sort of felt like by a bunch of great luck and decisions and things, I wound up in these places and almost thought like, what am I doing here? Like sitting next to Kathy Lee, I was like, what am I doing? How did this happen? This was Regis. And now I'm sitting here, this person who, you know, people didn't know and all that stuff. But when I started to feel a little bit in charge of my career for the very first time was really when I started working with Jenna. Because the show was kind of mine, and I had never had anything that was mine. I felt like I was Kath's sidekick, and I was, you know, her extra, her plus one. I saw myself that way. And then when she was leaving, it was very shocking to me. And then to think, now I'm the steward of this thing. Like, don't blow it.
Don't blow it. You gotta keep drinking wine.
But I know, plug. It took me that long, though. I mean, I was in my 50s.
But then you became the co-anchor, right? I mean, that to me also was a huge moment. Just watching as a fan. But I also saw this like unbelievable achievement in becoming the co-anchor of the Today Show. I mean, that history is even longer. And I look at that and I was like, holy crap.
I remember that very, very clearly. And I think initially, because of the circumstances of what was happening during that time, Savannah and I were just kind of supporting each other through this transition. And then, I mean, the idea was, let's just get through this rough period, and then they'll find somebody for Savannah. Like, that's what it was. I was going to be there for a while, and we were kind of holding hands through this time. And then one day after a month, they were like, we think this is working. Can you guys just do it? And I was like, and it did work, because Savannah and I had different strengths. We had different loves. So it worked. And I remember once being in a Soul Cycle class, and it was shortly after we had started working together, and everyone was applauding, and in Soul Cycle, they're like, happy birthday, and they bring someone a cake, and I was like, whose birthday is it? And they were looking at me, and they brought the cake over to blow out the thing, and I go, oh, it's not my birthday, and they go, no, we just want to let you know we're proud of you. I was like, oh my God, you're proud of me? Like, you're proud of us? I called Savannah, I was like, they're proud of us at Soul Cycle.
I mean,
but I think it was that two
wonderful.
women could do something that
Yes.
hadn't been done before.
That had not
Yeah,
been done
yeah.
before. How did you grow up in essentially like
Yeah.
a cutthroat business,
Yeah.
not just news, but
Yeah,
television?
yeah.
And be so nice.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? I kept finding people who did it that way. I saw Meredith Vieira and I realized, wow, you can be nice and be successful.
And authoritative.
Yes, yes, you can be in charge, know what you're doing, and be kind and still succeed. And I think I always looked for people like that. And I think once you see them, that's kind of all you see. Yeah.
So when do you feel like that, all of these lessons kicked in for you? I mean, what would you say is the ratio of wisdom to aging?
I think most of what I learned happened later. The good stuff happened later. The wisdom happened later. After 50, I got the job with Savannah. After 50, I got my kids. After 50, everything started popping. And all the riches and all the wisdom came then. Like, I'd been through stuff in my past they were all, difficult times, but I feel like most of it, and I could appreciate it and take it in and learn from it when I was post 50.
Isn't that just the most amazing thing? I don't understand now how anybody can write off our generation.
Oh, God,
I
no.
mean, we're just so different. I mean,
We're fire.
I
We
love
are
Gen X.
fire.
Love it. Love us. I love us because I think we are the generation that actually is teaching women
Yeah.
something different
Yes.
for the first time. I mean, you're such a big role model.
Oh.
Like, do you realize that?
I don't, I feel like we're just all stepping through life together. Like, that's how I feel when I see someone who's like, I watched you. I mean, I know I say that to people all the time. I'm like, oh my God, I loved you. You showed me, whether it was Maria Shriver or Meredith or all these
Yes.
people. I think we all have somebody. And I'm happy I get to be that somebody for people. And I love all the somebodies who guided me. So.
And it's why we all want to be your best friend.
Well, Stacy, I just want to say I loved our joyride.
Me
I
too.
loved our hang.
Me too.
I love you. I'm so happy for you.
I'm so happy for you.
Cheers.